Today we're going to talk about boundaries. Often, when we're deemed as a really nice person, it's because we do so much for others and we never say no. And this is actually probably because we've got a real lack of boundaries within ourselves. And there's lots of different reasons for this. You know, an awful lot of people will say to me that they don't want to upset anybody, they want to make other people happy, you know, that they get real joy from seeing other people happy. But a lot of the time, this can actually be at the detriment of ourselves. So, for example, you know, have you ever had a really hard week at work and really all you want to do is just have some space within your own mind, your own home, and just be alone, just to download the week? And feel, you know, that you've actually recovered, ready for Monday, and a friend asks you to go out for a drink or a meal and you really don't want to, but you say yes because you don't feel that you can say no, and then all that happens is that you're then back at work on Monday feeling extremely tired. It can also be, you know, can you go and do a favour for somebody? Can you pick this up, drop that off, give somebody a lift? And, you know, obviously, you know, we want to help people out, but do you find yourself doing that all of the time? And does it leave you depleted? Does it feel you tired, make you tired? Do you feel, you know, you've not had a proper rest, or do you feel overwhelmed sometimes by people's requests? And that is, you know, potentially just a lack of boundary. Now, where can lack of boundaries come from? This can be anything from being a people pleaser, so just the fear of judgment, fear of people not liking you, so that's a self-esteem, self-confidence issue. Or it could be, you know, even as a child, you maybe had to do an awful lot for a parent because, you know, they struggled in some way, whether it be mental health or, you know, physical illness. So you've just grown up, you know, having to run around after other people, so therefore you then do it for everybody else in your adult life. Now the only thing is, you know, with this lack of boundaries is, you know, you can end up very burned out. It can really affect your own mental health. And also having good boundaries for yourself means that you respect others to give to allow them to have boundaries as well. So let's do some tapping on this. Even though I have not had a good sense of personal boundary in the past, I deeply and truly love, trust, and accept myself. And even though I have not had a good personal boundary space in the past, I deeply and truly love, trust, and accept myself. And even though I have not had a good boundary space for myself in the past, I deeply and truly love, trust, and accept myself. Lack of personal boundaries. Lack of personal boundaries. Lack of personal boundary. 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 I just can't say no when somebody asks me to do something. I just can't say no. Even if I want to say no, I just can't say it. I find it so challenging to just say no. Or if I do say no, then I feel I have to explain myself, giving all the reasons why I can't do it. Waffling on, apologising over and over. And then I feel really bad after the interaction. I feel really guilty. I worry about that person. Will they be able to get the assistance they need from somebody else? I should have just done it. In fact, I'm just going to phone them right now and tell them I can do it. Even though I'm going to have to juggle all my plans and I don't really want to do it because I'm tired. But I'll just phone them and say, yeah, I'll do it. Because I'll end up just thinking about it. Worrying about them. Worrying if they've fallen out with me. Worrying if they're sad. Worrying if I've caused them stress. Worrying so much about them. And all this worry is creating stress in my body. Because I really don't have the time to go and do this or be there. I don't have the emotional time to hold space for them right now. But I will feel so bad if I don't do it. Oh, why did they have to ask me in the first place? This is so overwhelming. This is causing so much stress in my body. So much space in my brain. So much of my attention. Okay, just take a breath. That maybe sound familiar. So, you're not the only person in the world. There's plenty of people that your friends, family and colleagues can ask to do things. And a simple no is absolutely enough. And actually, by creating personal boundaries for yourself, you're helping other people create their own. So let's just tap in a new positive mindset. I now know that everybody else's problems are not mine. And I now know that I can't fix the world. And I now know that I can't fix everything for everybody else. People have their own path. And while I can be there to support them and hold space, I don't have to take on the responsibility of helping everybody around me. It is okay to say no. It is okay to say, I'm sorry, I don't have time for that just now. It is okay to say, I've actually made other plans without explaining what they are and what you're doing. It is okay for me to say no. This is not going to cause a massive impact on my relationship with this person. They probably are not even thinking about it. They'll just ask somebody else. And do you know what? If they are, maybe they need to have a look at that. My space is important. My time is important. I am important. I deserve my own peace and quiet. I deserve my own peace in my mind. Because the more that I am recharged and energized, the more I have to give. And giving is lovely and beautiful. And it feels so much better when I have the energy to do so. So I am going to dedicate time to myself and say no if I have to. Because I am the most important person in this planet. Because if I'm okay, then I can make other people feel okay. But it's not my responsibility. I am my own responsibility. My health and wellness is my priority. As everybody else's health and wellness should be their priority. I can guide and support. And hold space. But first I have to hold space for myself. It is absolutely okay to say no. It is okay to say no. I give myself the time and space to focus on myself, my wellness, my happiness, and my health. I give myself time and focus on myself. Okay, hope that's helped. As always, if you have anything in particular you would like me to do a video on, please reach out. And as for now, have a beautiful day.